Hey everybody, glad you're here because today we're going to go on a little tour of the wood processing and body shop areas. Aaron here at Warmoth, and today we're going to go on a little tour of the body shop that's right downstairs so I can show you guys how we process our wood and turn it into bodies. So let's go! So that's where I work, right over there. And we're just going to head down the stairs, around the corner, down the hall, and now I am going to show you what is right behind this door. So this is the first stop that the wood makes on the way into the shop. We all store it all in this first warehouse. This is a bunch of lumber that is destined to be guitar necks, and you can see that we got a pretty big variety going here. It looks like we've got roasted maple and some walnut, some Macassar ebony, some canary. Here's some regular maple, some more roasted maple. And this is all just sitting here waiting to be cut up and processed into the size we need to make necks out of it. And on the other side of the shop is where we stack all the lumber that is destined to be bodies. So let me show you that next. So over here you can see we got a bunch of lumber that is meant for bodies. You can see it's much thicker. And it looks like we have a pretty big range over here today. I see alder, I see mahogany, I see some black carina down there. Over here I see some flame maple that's been cut up already for lamb tops. But all this wood will be eventually made into bodies. Now I'm going to show you where we store all the wood that has been processed. And this is the room where a lot of the blanks come to be stored once they're done. You see a pile of body blanks here. Looks like it's white carina. The black carina body blanks back there. Looks like they have the weight written on the end. There's a pile of, looks like Goncalo Alves neck blanks. So this is a wall of fretboard blanks. These have all been cut and processed, and they're just stacked up here waiting to be made into necks. This whole section here is all kingwood. Further down the wall you can see, looks like we got Pau Ferro and then some ebony beyond that. And way down there we got something else, I can't tell what it is from here, but we have literally thousands and thousands of fretboard blanks all waiting to be made into necks. So this is one of our kilns where we dry the wood. Looks like it's full of Goncalo Alves neck blanks today. And once the kiln is in operation, these blanks will stay in here for weeks. And probably once a day we have to come and empty out this bucket because it fills up with water. Once these necks are dried properly, then they will be pulled out of here and cut into guitar necks. So this is Kevin. Kevin is cutting up one of our body blanks. Kevin does this all the time, and he knows how to get the biggest yield out of a blank of wood. And once he's done cutting these down to the proper size, they'll be joined and glued together on the other side of the shop. So this is our wood press. This is where the wood comes to be joined. After it's joined, it comes to be pushed together into a full body blank. Grant is assembling the blanks you can kind of see here. With this wood press, we can get 56 blanks all glued together at once. And a full cycle, to get the entire thing full, takes about an hour. By the time we get back around to number one, it's dried enough that we can pull it out and keep going. So you can kind of see how he runs the glue down the edge. Both pieces. There you have it. It takes about an hour to get through the whole cycle. So the wood press is what we use anytime that the blanks are square and they can be pushed together evenly. But if we have oddball shapes like the switchback or the nomad, we have to put them in a manual press. And you can see there are little notches cut in the side so that the press comes up even. But they have to be done manually because they're just, they're an odd shape. And then, once that's done, they go to the CNC machine. So here's the CNC machine where we take all the body blanks to be cut into guitar bodies finally. Scott's running a program right now, and the machine is grabbing the correct bit, and then it'll go to work on these bodies. We actually have the capacity to do many bodies at the same time. And as it works its way through, they slowly go from looking like a block of wood to looking like a guitar body. The basic shape is cut out beforehand, but here's where it really takes on the contours and the features that make it look like a real guitar body. Every now and then it'll come over and grab another bit. Whichever bit it needs for the line that it's about to cut. And then it goes back to work. So this body's getting the binding scrape. This whole area here is where all the body sanding and finishing happens. John's just finishing up sanding this body. It's one of the many sanding stations that these bodies go to as they're being finished up. So I know that was a pretty quick flyby through the shop, but hopefully it gave you a better idea of how we take our lumber from this to this. And that is the Warmoth Body Shop. Until next time, keep on picking.